Well, welcome live on Ekrom Nsem on Facebook, on YouTube, and then of course on TikTok. Countdown to World Cup 2026, 9 days more, and we are live with a countdown. Enra the Group A, and we are moving straight away to Group B, and we are dealing with 4 teams in this particular group and pot. Now, we teams now, we have Canada, we have Bosnia and Herzegovina, we have Qatar, and of course we have Switzerland. We have 4 teams are making the Group B. Now, medical culture, so this particular World Cup, we have 48 teams, and this is the first time World Cup I have 48 teams, and we have 12 groups with 4 teams in each group. Into every single day, we are dropping a video on each group, and the Group B, and Casely, someone and I can see from Pombem on radio and live here. I am Maestro, your sports landlord. Now, I am for Canada. When you pick Canada going into this World Cup, Canada is being managed by Papa and Didi Jesse March, or more money Jesse March. Jesse March is a former manager for Leeds United. He has managed Leeds United before, and the funny thing is that Jesse March here, Obi of USA, who is managing Canada now. Now, this is the 3rd World Cup Canada air call. The first time a Canada call World Cup was in 1986. World Cup was played in Mexico. Canada, that was their first World Cup. They lost all the 3 matches they played without scoring a single goal. Now, in 2022, World Cup near Qatar, Canada also represented in that particular World Cup. That was the 2nd World Cup a Canada call. Now, in that World Cup, and Canada got the first goal in that particular World Cup in 2022. So when you pick the 2 previous World Cups at Canada, they have lost all 6 games Omabo. In 1986, they lost all 3, and in 2022, they lost all 3. But in 2022, the good thing is that they were able to get their first goal in that particular World Cup. Now, so called Canada Bako Semu Kakra. I can clearly tell you, the players are Jesse March. I call it on them now. They are having their golden generation this particular year, because this is a team that is full of talent. And when you look at the leaders, Omobetima making special case for this Canadian and as a Canada team going into this particular World Cup. We have a branch here, Alfonso Davies. We all know him, and we have Jonathan Davis, also one of the fantastic players. The only problem we have with Alfonso Davis is that he's one of the players that Canada would actually count on because of the pace, the experience, and the teams are wabo in his career. But then, for some time now, inconsistencies has been the problem. And I know they are trying so hard to get the best out of a branch team, Alfonso Davis. Now, when you look at this Canada team going into this World Cup, their first game will be with the Bosnia and Herzegovina. Now, when you pick Bosnia and Herzegovina, you may doubt them because they don't have credibility in terms of the football or Mabono. The last time they played in the World Cup, in fact, since 2014, Bosnia has never played in any World Cup. In about 2014, they didn't show up in the 2018 World Cup. They didn't show up in the 2022 World Cup. And then they are here this particular time or more about into this World Cup. Now, the last time they played in 2014, they were led by a branch and Edin Dzeko. We all know Edin Dzeko because you see, Edin Dzeko has actually played for Manchester City before. He has gone on to play for other Italian clubs, a very fantastic player. Even in the qualifiers, he has scored about 6 goals in the qualifiers. Into a catalyst manner, Omubedi Aye Bobo Kwanidi Bosnia Chia. Definitely, Edin Dzeko is one of the players leading this particular team. Now we come to Qatar. The last time Qatar played in the World Cup was when they hosted in 2022. And a lot of people were saying Qatar hosted that particular World Cup. Nanka Omunya Sebia coming back to play in that World Cup. But then unfortunately for them, Omasanswa ba Ababe Remu in this particular 2026 FIFA World Cup. Now when you look at Qatar, they have one of the experienced managers on our scenes right now. Abrante and Didi Julian Lopetegui. He was appointed by Real Madrid in 2018 and Spain national team, Epamo, because he was actually at the World Cup in 2018, of course, signing him at Real Madrid, and then they ended up sacking him. Julen Lopetegui has also coached teams like Sevilla, or also by West Ham United to also coach them. The time at West Ham United was not all that good, but then he did his best for West Ham United. And with his experience coming into this team, Kata and Shada and a team a lot of prowess in terms of a player quality. But then when you look at this manager, I think say, if Kata would have a say in this World Cup, and I say in this particular group, it would be Papa Ndidi Julen Lopetegui, or no, lots of experiences in the football. So the last team in this particular group, Ekrom, did Switzerland. And when you look at the quality of players, when you look at the profile across Switzerland in this particular World Cup tournament, ever since almost started so mobile, I can clearly say they are above Canada, they are above Bosnia and Herzegovina, and they are above Oman and Qatar in terms of personnel, in terms of experience going into this particular World Cup. For Oman and Switzerland, in the last 3 World Cup, and as a World Cups at Switzerland, they have actually been in the knockout round of the World Cups. Now, Switzerland recently played in the Euros quarterfinal against England. England eliminated them. Now, apart from levels in the previous World Cup tournament, Switzerland is a country. When you look at all the teams that air this particular World Cup, I can tell you, say, so when you pick a player like Ricardo Rodriguez and Granit Xhaka, they all played in the Under-17 World Cup in Nigeria in 2009, and Switzerland they win. They were all part of the team, and then they have played. A player like Granit Xhaka is playing the 4th World Cup. So the experience of the Remu 4 years and also 4 times a year in the World Cup now, and then he's coming to showcase this exploit in Switzerland or him. Now, when you pick a player like Granit Xhaka, and also Academy Sunderland, he has captained Arsenal Football Club before. He went to Germany to play in the Bayer 04 Leverkusen team. A call almost unbeaten under Xabi Alonso. And I'm no kase waba abebo Sunderland mene wama Sunderland an European qualification. Sunderland is also playing Europe next season. In the Premier League, players cover a lot of distance in the Premier League. Granit Xhaka is part. So with him and his experience in this particular game, on also akwa kobwa team manidin and so Switzerland minor. Apart from Granit Xhaka, we have Manuel Akanji. Manuel Akanji has played in the English Premier League. Won the time Man City edge treble. Manuel Akanji was part of it, and Osina Academy International de Milan club in Italian Serie A. A lot of players are lots of experiences in this Switzerland team. And a super edge over all the teams in Group B. Youngest player, I want to see Edma Fribe Boko, a 20-year-old, Johan Mazambi. This is a fantastic player, super talented player. I want also join the team. So when you look at the Switzerland team at the World Cup now, it is a mixture of youthful exuberance and super experienced players or leading this particular team into this World Cup. So when you look at the profile of Switzerland in the World Cup and what they have done over the years in terms of longevity and the quality of players they have now, they are above every single team in that particular group. If I am giving my qualification slot and how the table will turn after the matches played in this particular group, I think Switzerland will lead the group. Now with Bosnia and Herzegovina, you can't write them up because Omuntina Italy and qualify for the World Cup proper. Now Canada, Medical established the fact to say Canada is the golden generation. So I'll put Switzerland on top as they will qualify as the first team. Bosnia and Herzegovina will come second. Canada will come third. In as much as I also believe in the experience of Julen Lopetegui, I want to manager at the moment in Qatar. I think Qatar do not have the experience, do not have the quality of players to actually qualify in this group. And Qatar will finish last in this particular group. Switzerland number 1, Bosnia number 2, Canada number 3, and Qatar number 4. Canada, I'm sure they would win a game, which will be the first time or may winning a game in this World Cup. But for them to have an outright qualification, even though they are also a host nation, I don't think say Omube to me and so America. So we are done with the preview of a Group B going into this World Cup 9 days more. Live on the Ekrom and Nsem, you see a dinner the foreign god Maestro be producers. And then the Omodo super. I have a coffee, I have a doma, I have succulents, and I have Izima, and I have Kajo also in the building. And to subscribe, like, and share. Now, Bibian, so and you come once again, the foreign God Maestro. I am your spouse, landlord.